Hi, everybody. I am Dr. Camille Smith, a counselor and a long-term volunteer with the Bahamas Crisis Center. I wanted to come and talk to you today about psychological abuse in domestic violence. Now, here's a very interesting thing about abuse that is less than commonly known. Like, we understand physical domestic violence, where somebody is actually physically hurt. We definitely understand sexual abuse in domestic violence because we know that is quite easily able to figure out when violence is used to get sex in domestic homes. That is sexual abuse in a domestic violence situation. But today I want to talk to you about psychological abuse. That abuse that involves manipulation and control and controlling actions and domination by manipulation. Now, here's the thing. What you often have happening is that the abuser will abuse, and then the psychological manipulation comes in when they blame you for it. You now are the culprit who caused them to abuse you. The psychological abuse also consists of when they are trying to basically control your actions and telling you that it's for your own good, or that you're nothing without them, or that you can't function without them. That is all domination, psychological control, controlling behaviors, whatever you care to call it, that is what it is. Let me give you an example. Say sometimes you're in a domestic violence situation and there's a disagreement, and people use the silent treatment, but they're not necessarily just taking a moment to step aside because they feel like they need a break, which is actually recommended in relationships. If you come into a difficult moment and you need to take a break, then take a break. Psychological abuse looks like silent treatment that is then made to condemn you, to let you know that they are absolutely disapproving of whatever the problem is that y'all have. That is not just silently going away to think about something. That's the silent treatment, where that silence is meant to convey disapproval. It's meant to convey that you have done something wrong, and I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to accept you. I'm not going to cohabit in a kind manner with you until you do what I think you should do. So that silent treatment is meant to condemn. It is meant to convey disapproval. That is psychological abuse. I hope that helped. I'm really hoping that people will hear these videos and begin thinking about maybe their own behavior or behavior that they have seen in their own relationships. The Bahamas Crisis Center is available to help. We work with survivors of domestic and sexual violence. The numbers will be in the post. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.